Hello and hello and hello to everybody out there that's still with us right now. We did have a little bit of a longer break there than we expected. The other game had already started by the time we finished our previous game, so we are being joined now for the last game of the day. This is the Losers Finals. We have Asian Invasion on the blue side versus Randy's Kittens.
Yeah, we saw Randy's Kittens just absolutely dominate in the... we saw them play very well throughout the day today. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, getting run over by a hyper carry Vayne in the grand finals.
Very hyper Vayne.
15-1-2, I think it was, or something like that.
Too many kills.
Too many kills. And so far, the Wukong going to be banned away from Specialty.
Mm-hmm. Specialty has been favoring that in the jungle, so we're going to see that banned away. We also see a Senna banned. Kitty and Brett had a really strong performance on that mixed support bot lane Seraphine plus Senna, so that combo has been taken away.
Yeah. And then Twitch, Tom Kench, and Shen being the bans for Randy's Kittens here.
And Seraphine first pick from AFK Shadow.
Yeah, very strong pick. We kind of saw how much damage that Seraphine can put out earlier in the day, and just the amount of utility that she brings along with it. Probably a fairly solid first pick that really could be flexed into the mid lane as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And honestly, also into the carry role, as we saw in that first game.
In the first game, for sure. Sivir's going to be the AD pick, though. Nice to see Sivir. Sivir with that spell shield, going to be very effective versus the Seraphine if they do find each other in lane.
Yeah, and lots of wave clear there. We've seen a couple compositions today that kind of didn't really have any wave clear, so when they fell behind and inhibitors started dropping, there really wasn't a whole lot for them to do.
Mm-hmm. Specialty there on the Mundo. He's having some great games with Mundo today. I wonder if he's been allowed to play. Or sorry, that'll be taxes.
Taxes will be.
That'll be taxes.
That, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. But I wonder if he's been allowed to play anything else, or if they're just like, no. You play Mundo. Your Mundo's good.
I mean, with how that Mundo looked in the finals, honestly, if it's open, I wouldn't pick anything else right now.
Yeah, right. And we've got a Zed pick.
Yeah, and the Gwen likely, I would imagine, going top lane, so that'll be against that Mundo in the top lane.
Yeah, lots of newer champions being picked up. Seraphine, Gwen, more recent on the champion additions.
Yeah, Gwen, character I've played against, I know how she works, but at the same time, I have no idea how she works. Like, I know what her abilities do, but I have no idea what they do.
The bear goes away.
Why they don't work. Or why they do what they do.
I'd love to see a Rel and then a Renata. Just, like, get all the new ladies in. All the ladies that are over the last couple of years.
Or maybe a Vex pick.
Oh, Vex. Yeah, Vex is a sweetheart.
Yeah. I don't know how the patches have treated her. Remember, she was had some fairly good burst when she came out.
It's true, and if you give her, no, I won't go into TFT. Vex and TFT, a lot of fun. Yeah.
And honestly, could be a decent pick against that Zed in the mid lane.
Mm-hmm.
Lot of opportunities to use that kind of the dash cancels and stuff, and she's good at keeping people off of her.
Yeah.
And we do see Kha'Zix banned as well, so two junglers banned out, the Volibear and the Kha'Zix, by Randy's Kittens.
Yeah, they're trying to deny something out of a jungle this game. We did see the Volibear earlier on today being raw and very strong. Picking up a lot of kills for his team in that game.
Unfortunately, a losing effort, but yeah, definitely one of the highlights of that first game for Yodeling Bum Bums.
Yodeling Bum Bums.
And we do see all the supports banned out except for the Karma.
And she's going to be played, baby.
Yeah, with Caitlyn also available too. So
Yeah, I imagine.
well, we do have the Sivir though, actually,
Yeah.
on that side. So
Yeah, I imagine that that's not being flexed anywhere. I can't see Kitten putting the Sivir in the mid lane. That would be a shocker to me for sure.
be a shocker. And hovering, there's the Vayne.
She brings the pain.
Likely a Seraphine Vayne bot lane, unless we get a support here, maybe a mid lane Seraphine, but will be a counter pick for the mid lane available for Randy's Kittens here as Asian Sensation figuring out what they want to do.
They are Kane.
Kane, so jungle Kane, top lane Gwen, mid lane Zed, and then Vayne Seraphine bot lane. So what's the counter pick against Zed in the mid lane here?
In the mid lane here, yeah, that's a great question. We're gonna go with a Malphite.
No. Honestly, might not be the worst idea. There's a lot of AD on that team.
There is a lot of AD, yeah, but Malphite's really just about being rock solid and crushing people with his ultimate.
And we do see the Corki coming out from Kitten here.
And we did see that earlier on today. Kitten putting out a massive amount of damage from that Corki. Dropping in the AoE, crossing the map with his big one, or not this big one, his...
the package.
His package, thank you. Yeah, so Kitten in the mid lane, Corki v Zed. In the jungle, we've got Olaf versus Kane. Top lane, Mundo versus Gwen. And then it's the Sivir Karma versus Vayne Seraphine in the bot lane.
Yeah, that's a lot of speed that comes out of Sivir Karma.
Oh, yeah, that is a lot of just stick to you. Barra, barra, barra.
Yeah, and we'll have to see how this goes. Two very good poke champions as supports, both Karma and Seraphine, have that bit of range and fair bit of damage early on.
Mm-hmm. And first Zed that we've seen today, love Zed. I love me some high-quality Zed play as well, too. So if we see some fancy footwork this game, I'm going to be a happy boy. Kane, one of those champions as well, too, that really has the ability to be all over the map and pop people that wouldn't normally expect to be popped. So for Kane, though, doesn't have a ton of ideal targets. Sivir able to spell shield some of the damage. Corki probably is his kill of the week. That's who he's going to be looking for.
Yeah, this team though, a little bit questionable because a lot of squish on the side of Asian Sensation here. So if you get a little bit behind and that Sivir and Corki start ramping up, it might be hard to deal with that damage with not having anybody to soak it.
Yeah, with the consistent AoE damage from Corki and Sivir with her bouncing blades as well too. Fully shredded team, Sivir bouncing blades. That sounds pretty terrifying.
Yeah. Well, we'll soon see how that goes down as we get into our final match of the day. We will take a quick break while we wait for this last minute and a half here. Don't go away. We will be right back with more League of Legends action.
Chocolate milk. Is that what you were expecting to hear? I didn't think so. Randy's Kittens versus the Asian Invasion. This is going to be the third game we've been able to broadcast of Randy's Kittens today, but the first game from Asian Invasion. So Asian Invasion bringing in some hot stuff that we don't know too much about in this game.
And we won't know for a while because the game started with a pause.
Nice. Solid start. But just a quick little pause.
Apparently, Gwen had the game in windowed mode.
I
was not happy with that. So.
I do not like playing in window mode. You know, it is something that always surprises me, though. We got lots of players that come here to OverKlocked and choose to play. Open all the time. Whoa, what's going on with
game
here?
Freeze?
Hopefully
Hello?
not.
League?
Hopefully, there we go. Just a little bit of a delay from a League of Legends. Not sure what it decided to do there. But as I was saying, we've got lots of different people that come to play League at Overclocked. One thing that's always interesting to see is because we have 144 hertz 27-inch monitors, sometimes they're a little bit too big for people. So they do choose to play in that windowed mode, used to the crummy, tiny laptop screens, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, even I know some people that even on those smaller screens will run windowed mode just to try and get as much performance as possible, right?
That's interesting as well, too. And Brett here is going to be on the support again this game. We are going to see Britty Kitty on the Severe.
Yeah, and Sivir we haven't seen today. Vayne we've seen a couple times so far. Once in the top lane, once down in the bottom lane.
Yeah, a bunch of new picks this game, which is always great. Karma, so annoying, but Seraphine, also annoying. So they can, compare, contrast.
Yeah. And I don't believe it was specialty we saw on the Olaf earlier today, but that was a very dangerous pick. It was paired up with a Zillion, but which isn't here in this one, but still quite a interesting pick for early game.
I loved it. It was surprising how well the Zillion actually did that game with the chaining from the Silas into the, or no, it was from the Renata into the Zillion into the bot. Very weird. Oh, Gwen, choppity chop chop.
Yeah, and early on, Seraphine taking a lot of poke damage from the Sivir Karma. Not much returned. So we'll have to see how that goes, having to...
Yeah, very strong. They do hit 2 first as well, too. You see Brett here is not going to give anything up. He pushes fast and forward, throws out the empowered Q, doesn't manage to get the double hits, but still 1 Q in the face is always good from the Karma.
Yeah, and the spell shield coming out from Britty Kitty as well. Getting that bit of mana back. That's one of the big things about Sivir is that ability to sustain if you're good at using that spell shield.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we do see the jungler was
moving
the
pretty
exhaust
aggressive. Coming down, the axe landing, the Karma Slow will come in as well, and that is a dead Kayn for first blood. Sivir picking that one up.
Yeah, it looks like Kayn... Oh, wow, a tower shot into the Gwen there. Didn't expect that to come, and that's going to end her laning phase probably here. Gonna have to base here in the top lane. But Kayn, we did not... probably was pushing a little bit aggressive, maybe looking for a different path onto the mid lane for a ganking him from the side, perhaps. But does get caught out by the team, and they're willing to burn so many things. But Brett does not have a flash. Used it earlier to try and get the first blood, and they did secure it, but that's going to force him to die here in the bot lane. So gets 1 kill and trades it right back.
Yeah, doesn't have the first blood bonus, but that is definitely a big momentum pullback off of that early first blood. Managing to get that great condemn as Kittens getting taken very low. The exhaust will come out. The ignite just not enough through the potion. Keeps himself alive. Kittens skating away on nothing.
Can't believe he lived there. Well done. That exhaust really making work happen for him there. Managing somehow to stay alive. Yeah, running the pot. Doesn't forget to pot. He gets engaged on. Makes sure that pot's running. So important. You need it running for the whole duration, even through the ignite, and just barely gets out of there. So great play by him. Really surprise damaged there, too, from that Zed. Just brrr, so much damage so quickly.
Yeah, definitely. One of the dangers of playing an AD carry in the mid lane is fighting those assassins as Seraphine gets rooted in the bot lane. Nothing's really going to come out of that. Britty Kitty not having the most... mana, as I say that, of course, gets that spell shield proc. Keeping up that sustain down in the bottom lane.
Taxes. Oh, and this time, Kayn has found the opponent.
Yeah, Kayn with a little bit of backup, a little bit of help from his friends this time around, and it goes a little bit better. Pushes specialty away over to the Wolves, takes the chickens for himself.
Yeah, that's massive for him. He not only does he deny him the camp, he makes him extremely low. He can't really gank. He's not a threat to lanes. Lanes can play pretty aggressively for a while. and he can just go to either Force Fist Dragon here or jungle it. It looks like they are going to choose to push for the dragon. But Kane sitting on the backside looking to catch the jungler instead, perhaps. Nope, he's popped back.
Yeah, Gwen and Seraphine currently on it, and Specialty gets jumped on at level 6 immediately. Dark Creation's going to take that one with the pop, and just a little bit more health, able to get it. Once again, the pot helping out tremendously there.
Saving lives. Yeah, massive. Unfortunately, Kitten not level 6. Doesn't have his rockets. Not able to finish off Dark Creation. Really just needed one. Just one rocket. But he didn't have it.
Now Tax is pushing forward. Does have the level 6. Will pop it. Business Mundo going ham here, but it's not a good idea as AFK Shadow going to use so much damage with this Gwen. That true damage is there. The flash away from Taxes, trying to walk away from this one. AFK Shadow getting the last couple hits, will get the dash forward. And Gwen taking down that top lane Mundo.
And yeah, what we have not seen happen before is Mundo losing in his lane. Gwen with so much damage, it just felt like no matter what Mundo did there, she was just putting out more damage and hardly taking any.
Yeah, no, and that's those invulnerability bubbles that she puts down. I have no idea how it works. I've read it over 100 times probably, and I still don't understand fully when I'm supposed to attack Gwen and when I'm supposed to run away.
Yeah, I gotta say, I do love that little like scissor animation she's got for her ability there. It makes me want to play her, but casters, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about casters.
Well, it seems like they are in meta right now. Lots of casters showing up so far this weekend. And if you've been paying attention to MSI at 2 in the morning, like I tried to last night, there's a lot of casters showing up there as well.
Ooh, big damage there from Dar.
Yeah, Dark Creations having that advantage, the assassin versus AD carry, that doesn't go well for the AD carry more often than not. If you can't bully them hard out of lane early, it gets pretty rough for you.
Yeah, it absolutely can. Vayne doing a really good job here. She did opt for Doran's shield start instead of Blade, worried that they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure from the Sivir Karma bot lane, which does make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and honestly has been happening. An early first blood going down in the bot lane, and Seraphine pretty much every time I've seen her, she's under 40% health.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Karma puts out a lot of damage and just really so much utility as well, too. Oh, Dark Creation has his opportunity. Isn't going to go for it. Does have ult and ignite up right now.
Yeah, did use the electrocute proc already with that little combo. Getting that bit of extra damage onto Kitten. And and like that long range poke from Karma is just so oppressive, and then Sivir just being able to very easily follow up with damage as Dark Creations looking to get onto Corki with that ultimate. The Seraphine was trending upwards towards that middle lane, but nothing's going to come of it.
And Kane is here behind the Corki, gonna get slow, tries to get into a tower. Kane has ultimate, so does Dark Creation, and neither of them have to use it. Corki tries to back his way out, but he doesn't make it. Flash just coming up off cooldown in the next 10 seconds. Did not have that available.
Yeah, I had the exhaust, but it was too little too late. As soon as that slow landed, that was pretty much all she wrote for Corki.
Yeah, and that's the danger with the Kane, is just his ability to move through the walls and end up in positions that you're not normally expecting to see a gank from.
Yeah, no, definitely a dangerous man on the Rift. You never know where he'll show up, and then he just vanishes inside of you.
Yeah, it's true. It's very sad.
Zed finishing off the Prowler's Claw.
Crawdads.
Getting that with that 2-0 lead in the lane so far. 20 CS up. Well, 10 now, as Corki picks up a few more CS as Zed comes back to lane here. Sitting just under 1,000 gold ahead of Corki. And now Dark Creations jumping onto Corki here.
Exhausted.
The exhaust does come out, but it's not going to be enough. Dark Creation on a killing spree. Corki is losing this lane hard.
Yeah, and what could he do there? What can you even do? Dark Creation just has enough damage that when he has the distance and he has the damage, he's able to. His W is about the same range as Corki's auto attack. So if Corki wants to farm, he's putting himself in at risk of getting W'd and engaged on by Dark Creation.
Yeah, and Dark Creation just so far ahead. Honestly, I think right now Corki might need to do a bit of a pivot and go slightly into AP Corki and get an early Zhonya's.
Zhonya's. Yeah, hard to justify such an expensive item, but yeah, a massive item versus Zed if you were able to pick that up.
Yeah, and with the Zed and the Kayn both on the board, it's it might be what is needed for Corki to even just survive the lane.
Boom. That's karma for you, folks. And not in the metaphysical sense. just
literally, her name is Karma, and she just slapped you.
He's going in here. He's going to fight. They're going for the damage. Who can take it out at the end? Dark Creation. So close to Corki. It's as Corki there, you would be terrified. A constant sense of fear that at any point, while his ultimate's up, I'm at risk of just getting 100 to 0'd. But in the top lane, Kayn coming for the assist onto Taxes. Taxes falling extremely low. Ultimate does save him, though.
Yeah, Ultimate saves him. A little bit of miscommunication there between Gwen and Kayn as Kayn goes under tower with the Ultimate. Using that on Mundo as Kitten now going very low, has a potion popped, but it's not enough this time. The Ignite will be there, and Seraphine takes that kill.
Yeah, and the Seraphine roam there, super effective onto that mid lane. Kitten having a lot of focus pushed in his general vicinity this game, not being able to just freely farm with the Kayn helping the Zed out, and now Zed at such a strong break point that he can really, really kill Corki whenever he lands his full combo.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how Asian Sensation looks towards this mid-game, because that's definitely where they're going to have to try and push this big advantage that they're gaining here. 2K gold lead now, 13 minutes in. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up quite a bit. There's not a lot of gold on the field in general right now.
Yeah, there is not. And we do have the team swapped around in our thing. So Randy's Kittens are on the red side, and Asian Invasion is on the blue side, just in case you were a little confused by that. Randy's was on the blue side in the previous game, and we swapped it the wrong way. So... Randy's fallen a little bit behind, but not too far behind in gold. About 2K gold deficit in total. And when we're looking over here at Asian Invasion, a lot of their gold right now on Seraphine and on the Zed. Oh, big trade here coming in from the Vayne onto Pretty Kitty, just willing to fight. But Britty just able to farm, peaceably go home, nothing to be gained there. Vayne doesn't look like she's at an item break point yet that will allow her to base. So choosing to stay in lane. Brett, meanwhile, clearing out some wards in their deep jungle. Asian Invasion already having a number of deep wards or aggressive wards towards Randy's Kittens jungle.
Yeah, well, you could say they're looking for that invasion right now. As I realize I've been saying the wrong name this entire time. I've been up since 5:30 this morning, so I'll take that as my excuse. It's a pretty late day, so. And the names should be swapped around properly now as Asian Invasion and Randy's Kittens on their proper sides here, and Taxes trying to survive and collect. Honestly, doing a pretty good job even in CS right now, despite that early death.
Yeah, I think probably they've reached a point now where Mundo's health pool is large enough that he doesn't have to worry about the 100-0 or the extended duel that he would lose against Gwen in their top lane. But Gwen finished her first item. She's got the Omnivamp. What's that thing called? The Eye of Sauron. Riftmaker. Thank you, sorry. Extended battle, the longer you fight, the more damage you do. She likes to fight for a long time.
Yeah, and we do see Corki as well finishing up the Shield Breaker. Shield Bow, something like that. And that will help for sure against the Zed, getting that extra shielding as the health goes lower. But is it enough? I don't know right now, as a pretty much free dragon goes the way of Asian Invasion.
Second dragon of the game. Or no, third dragon of the game. Wow, Asian Invasion have just been on that dragon. Really well done. That means that they got the first one. I remember when they got the first one. I just don't recall the second dragon they got.
Yeah. Well, and the Rift Herald now in the mid lane as well. A lot of advantages from these objectives coming up. Not quite going to get the tower and no plates available, but a lot of damage onto that middle tower as Taxes takes the top lane turret. First tower of the game, going the way of the Mundo. A little bit surprising.
Very surprising. Yeah, we are almost at the 20-minute mark, and that's our first tower right there. You can see Vayne and the Seraphine pushing Sivir off, but Brett's back now for the assistance, just dropping that damage there onto Seraphine. And we do have Specialty on the backside coming for the gank. They land the root. They've got the slow. She's going to go down. Sivir's backing up a little bit. We do see the Kayn and the Gwen and the Mundo. Everybody's bot lane. Sivir backing far away. Taxes trying to kite them away. We do see Dark Creation coming down as well, too. Corki has stayed in the mid lane. So Dark Creation here going on the back line, finishing up one target. Now he's going to be looking for Taxes here. Taxes just trying to save as much time as possible. He knows he's dead. Goach does manage to pick it up at the end. And that's going to be a massive trade. 4 for 2. Going in the favor of Asian Invasion, and teleports just used so quickly by both top laners there.
Yeah, pretty much instantly popping them, but Specialty going to get that kill early, and then really it was just the Asian Invasion right after that, and 4-man running over them, and really they're Randy's Kittens here in a tough spot.
Yeah, right now they haven't reached the point where they have a super threatening person on their side, where if you see this person, you have to run away. Sivir, lots of gold right now, 2 items completed. Going to be doing a lot of damage in team fights, that's for sure. Mundo getting a little bit stronger. He's building into some of his MR items now, building into that Spirit Visage, it looks like.
Yeah. And, we'll see. It's tough with that Spirit Visage. Great item on Mundo, but it doesn't really help against much outside of that Gwen. And even the Gwen, it doesn't help that much because she does have true damage on that Q.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, like, great on Mundo, of course, scaling with his ultimate. But, not able to just buy that raw armor to deal with the Kayn and the Zed. But his top tower is going to get popped here, and he's going to look for a fight. Specialty here with the backup.
Gwen is immune, but is she going to be able to get away? Dashes forward, gets to the blast cone, jumps over the wall, gets a little bit of a dash away, but what a briefcase from Taxes. Gets that shut down. 1 and 2 now. Gwen going down, and Taxes is going to get some free farm now.
Yeah, Taxes with the long range tip of the briefcase to you, knocking him down. Definitely needed to land that. Otherwise, Gwen was probably going to be able to get out of there. And so many resources expended by Randy's Kittens for that gank. They do lose mid tower at the same time. So we do see all 3 outers have been broken for Randy's when they only have the top lane broken for themselves. So,
yeah, that mid lane is on fairly low health, though, so we might see that go down in the near future. We have a minute on the next dragon, It is Infernal Drakes all the way through the rest of this game. So we could see that's some dangerous potential for some high damage here. And especially if you can drag out this game, if you can get this next dragon as Randy's Kittens here, you're in a good spot, honestly.
Yeah, you need to start. They need to start getting him here. They're aware they're going to be in position, getting ready for the contest, and it's just going to be tough to see if they're actually able to contest at this point when there's so much gold on Dark Creation X in the mid-game power spike. Britter Kitty caught out in the jungle. Specialty here for the backup. Goach is going to go down too, it looks like, perhaps. But he's taking so much damage on Specialty. He picks up Specialty as well, too. Kitten from the backside with his package. Going to be able to pop him into the fight. Matthew rooting up the Scion there. But, it's just not stopping. Kane and Dark Creation are here now. The Dragon's about to spawn. They're cleaning up Randy's Kittens. And Taxes is here looking for Dark Creation. But there's a teleport, too. Gwen's going to be coming to join the fray. Taxes, can he take on 1v3? He is not strong enough. He's going to go down, and that's going to be an ace for Asian Invasion.
Yeah, and that is the 4th dragon of the game, the 2nd Infernal Drake of the game. But that is a huge pickup for Asian Invasion. Getting that Fire Dragon Soul is going to do a lot of damage for this team.
Yeah, and because it is Fire Dragon, it really does open up the jungle. That's what made that play from the Vayne a lot more possible, because she doesn't have as much. Britt getting collapsed on by Dark Creation. Doesn't matter what she does, unfortunately. He does so much damage. She's dodging. Oh, no. Just at the end. Almost manages to juke him out, but one more Q from Dark Creation finishes her off at the end. Specialty there, looking for that kill spree, looking for that money. Please, honey, give it to me.
Yeah, Specialty trying to hunt him down. Evasion is there, but Brett going to root him up and shut down, going the way of the Olaf. But the Baron being started up. Tax is going to try to delay it a little bit, give Specialty a little bit of time to get up here, as Kitten now being chased off by Gosh. And that will be him going down as the Baron dies as well. You lose your mid laner down bottom lane, but you get the Baron instead. I'd say that's a worthwhile trade.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And
oh my god.
Wow. So much damage there from the Red Cane.
Yeah, and now with the Baron buff minions, that's going to make it very hard to defend these towers.
Yeah, very hard. 4 dragons. We've got Elder Drake in about 4 minutes. They've got a couple minutes on their Baron here, so they'll be able to make some tower pressure with the Baron buff. And then afterwards, they've got another objective that they can set up for if they haven't managed to break any of the main base towers and get towards inhibitors at that point.
Yeah, and honestly, this is a team composition by Randy Skins that can kind of halt this game and let it just wait out till late game, and that might be the opening that they need. There's both Corky and Sivir scale quite well into the late game, and both have incredible wave clear.
Mm-hmm. Olaf just picking up 2 massive items for him. He manages to finish his steel plated footies, and he's also got a Thorn Mail now. So Olaf is going to be able to deal with Dark Creation and Kane a lot better now, but still going to have a hard time. You see this, he's just fighting outright. Nothing could be done there.
I'm not sure what happened. Specialty just kind of stood there and took it and just did a couple auto attacks, maybe trying to click the plants and kept missing it, hitting Dark Creations or something on top of it.
I've definitely had that happen to me before. Extremely frustrating when you're trying to be saved by the plants and they actually cause your demise. Kitten, nice dodge there, but it's not going to be enough. Kane following right in. So much damage, so quick. Burning, Kitten burning away. Kane is going to pick him up. Seraphine, or Gwen, moving deeply inside the base here. Popping the first inhibitor of the game. Going to go down for Asian Invasion. They're all still healthy, though. They do have Baron buff. A wave is nowhere near the bot tower for them to collapse with. They might get caught out here. It looks like they've split. Specialty notices it. He's going for the play. Taxes is with him as well, too. They're trying to make something happen to turn around. Pretty Kitty's coming in for the damage, but she's not being able to just auto-attack freely. She's getting pressed on by the backlaners, and Dark Creation is there on the backside, pushes a wave up for the contest, and now they're on to the Nexus with Baron-empowered minions here. They might be able to push for an end. We do see Corki has resurrected. They've got all the towers down now. Just the Nexus. Knock up onto Specialty. Specialty has gone down. And that is going to be the game.
Yeah, 25 minutes in, 25 kills. And Asian Invasion securing their way to Sunday.
Yeah, well played, Asian Invasion. Asian Invasion will get the second seed from today to advance to our Sunday finals. Asian Invasion, first game on stream, dominant performance. They had the Snowbally champions, and when they snowballed, they did not stop. Kane all over the place. Zed with so many different roams. That 4-man bot lane convergence with teleport. Just so many different things going on. And when you take a look here, you can just see that damage. Look at that damage. Taxes again on Mundo coming through for the team with massive damage. 16k put out. Kitten doing a lot of damage too on the Corki. Unfortunately for Bitter Kitty, she never got the opportunity to just sit there as an AD and attack. So not putting out the damage that she would probably normally like to. But Ghosh on that vein with the star beside him. 614, 10 KDA, over 17k damage. Gwynsu's, Phantom Dancer, Steel Bow, massive.
Yeah, no, it's highest damage in the game for a reason, and we saw a lot of very good Vayne today, and just continuing that trend. 6-1-4, pretty good game. Good game by both these teams, and again, congratulations to Asian Invasion securing their way to playoff Sunday.